Hi, and thank you for joining today. Today we'll spend a little bit of time on how to alter an estimate in PrintVis. Perhaps a client is calling and wants to add something, to change a quantity, to change a page count, whatever the case may be. Very, very simple to do. Now that we're logged into PrintVis, again, it defaults to bring us to our role center based on who it is that's logging in and the role that we play in the company. For the sake of today, we wanted to alter an estimate. So I'll simply come along, I'll open up the cases that I'm responsible for, or I could search for any of these even if I'm not responsible. Again, these are all filterable and searchable on any parameter that you want that exists. So if I wanted to search by customer name, by the status, by the sales rep, any of those things I could go through and find. But for the sake of today, we'll just grab this top one, this Summer July brochure. And you can see I've already quoted this multiple times and multiple quantities. So for 48 page count and for different quantities. But the customer has come along and has asked you to quote it yet again. So very simple. You simply select job processing and a new version. It then copies everything over. You notice it defaults to now let me know I'm on version 5. So whichever line I had highlighted, it copies every single one of those specifications over into this. And if I want to come along and simply adjust the quantity, maybe instead of 15,000, they're now asking for a price of 18,000. I can come along, I can force in a new quantity of 18,000. The system spins for a second to check all the updates that are in my existing database. So if my raw material prices have changed, if I've adjusted pricing based on who this customer is, it goes through and it checks all of that for me. And now you can see it very, very quickly gives me my new price for 18,000. Very simple to do. So here I've adjusted pricing based on a quantity, or if I want to adjust it based on a page count. I also have the ability on estimating. I can come along here and actually add in additional activities. So up above, these are all of the activities that go into making this estimate with the details involved in that. What I mean is if I wanted to see how are we calculating cross-folding, I highlight cross-folding, and you can see exactly down below every calculation that's gone into it, as well as the speed, the hours, the cost price, any of that information. But if I wanted to add a new activity into this estimate, I simply select New. I can go through and I can search all of the activities that are in my database. So if I wanted to add in aqueous coating or UV or actually putting labels on anything, very, very simple to adjust, very simple to do. I can grab any activity that I wanted to and I can drop that in. I can have the system recalculate a price for me, and I can now get that new recalculated price out to the customer in just a couple of minutes. So it's unbelievably simple to adjust either pricing or activities in an estimate in PrintVis. Thanks so much for looking at how we can easily adjust prices in an estimate. Don't forget to follow our channel and click here for more great videos.